And we're back with Zooms.
And this one is the plain-bred Zuum.
Zuum. Strong, docile, and without bad habits, this monster is a breeder's dream. Hasn't everybody wanted to ride a Zuum over the prairies at least once in their lives? No, because I prefer the Dino still.
Yeah.
You know, I have to admit, I really do like how the Zooms turned out in Monster Rancher 4. Because in Monster Rancher 2, I felt like my back hurt every time I looked at them because they looked like they had like scoliosis because they looked like bent all the way down. They look a lot more proper now the way they move.
This is one of the best iterations of the Zuum by far.
Yeah. You know, and this would probably be one of the only games where I'd have a Zuum. Oh, is this foot twitching or is that? Oh, it is.
Huh.
It's so very subtle. Okie dokie.
The salamander.
The fiery hot blood of the dragon courses through its body, making it bright red. While it may not have wings, its teeth are even sharper than a real dragon's.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the, what was it called? The Arrowhead from 3?
Yeah, it does! No, 2.
2.
Arrowheads were in 2. Thank goodness they weren't in any other game. Although I take that back. I think they were in one of the Monster Rancher Advance games.
Oh, I know about them because I think they were in the iOS version of the game.
Yeah, they were. But the only reason I ever had an Arrowhead in Monster Rancher 2 was just to make my barn bigger. But they were horrible. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be mad at me for saying that. They're like, oh no, I had one and it won the Big 4.
Arrowheads, for those of you who didn't play 2 or the other games that had them, are kind of like, like giant crustaceans?
Lobsters.
Yeah, giant lobster crab things.
Yeah. The Hachiro. We almost had one just as a joke. Oh, sorry, I took your line.
The Hachiro.
The Hachiro thinks it's everyone's favorite monster. It has a big head, a big body, and a big ego. But deep down, it's really pretty lonely. Who won't you love it?
It's like a big dog.
You know, honestly, I can't imagine how this thing stands up. Its tail cannot be possibly heavy or big enough to outweigh the size of its head.
Actually, you know what? It's not like a big dog. It's like a guy in a giant dog suit.
Yes, that's what it looks like. I mean, because the reason that T-Rex, well, of course, you know, if first of all you believe in dinosaurs and all that, and from what we understand, the reason T-Rex's hands are so tiny is because if their hands were any bigger, they'd fall forward. They wouldn't be balanced enough. That's kind of what I'm thinking of with this guy. He's just gonna fall forward. Actually,
okay, you know what he really looks like? A person dressed up in a Falcor costume from the Neverending Story.
It does. Aww. I think but like I was saying earlier, we almost had one as a joke, but then I think we ended up going with Calb.
Yeah, I think so. Which ended up working out really well for us.
Yeah, it did.
The Aloha Saurian.
One day while running around, it found a pretty flower by the roadside. It was so excited by this that... Why is that comma there? It was so excited by this that, comma, before it knew it, comma, a flower grew out of its own head.
It's in a positive, that's all.
Okay.
Appositional phrase.
It seems odd.
Or appositional, parenthetical, whatever.
Yeah, I like this design. I mean... It kind of reminds me of the original plant. I think that's the reason I like it. I did not like how they changed plant. Well, no, it reminds me. It kind of reminds me of the original plant, but I think in Monster Rancher 4 is when they start. No, Monster Rancher 3 is when they start having the big one flower instead of the 3 stems, right?
Maybe.
But still, I still like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the old one. I wonder how he sleeps. Oh, with his. I guess I was expecting too much to have the leaves fold up.
Yeah. The Cyro.
This strong patterned monster carries the pride of all past generations on his shoulders. That's why the Cyro feels he just has to win.
Okay.
We'll just go with that.
He has roller feet.
I love that. I just noticed it as soon as you said that. He's got like... What didn't they used to make shoes that had little wheels that popped out?
Yeah, those are I think they're still a thing that kids wear.
Yeah, it's not a bad design.
The Cockadrillo.
I think that's an E.
The Cockadrile.
The fearsome Cockadril's eyes seem to be the seat of its fiendish power, but in spite of its looks, this monster is really pretty kind and fair. Yeah. Again, I feel like I guess the tail's a good nod to its subtype there. And he has extra teeth, of course. Oop, I didn't mean to do that.
The Mustardy.
Its fans just love this monster's speed, strength, and one-eyed charm. Can't say exactly what's so great about it, but it's widely popular with some breeders.
Oof.
It's widely popular with some breeders.
Not a fan.
That's such a strange sentence. Yep.
It's a monster.
They could have... It's funny how they went seriously overboard with the golem, but they went bare minimum here with the Zuum. They could have at least had a long tongue hanging out of his mouth or something.
The Kieran.
Oh, I've never seen it. Like I said, I didn't go through this beforehand, so... This monster was once a decorative ornament at a shrine, but one day it came to life and ran away. Now it's worshipped as a god in some eastern provinces. Oh my gosh, this makes me think of that one Murder, She Wrote episode.
That monster is seriously awesome. And like the little clouds for its feet.
I love how the hooves and everything. Man!
That's really cool.
I kind of wish we had cheated before so we could have gotten this monster.
Seriously.
It's freaking awesome. Is this the one that came off? There was one you kept wanting me to get that was off Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or was that a dragon?
I think that was a type of dragon.
Oh, and of course the Dino.
The Dino.
It all begins with this one, the Great Ancestor, the very first monster to come from the Saucer Stones. All other Zooms bowed down before it. Yeah, this is back down to Monster Rancher 1, where there were dinos and not Zooms. And that is true. In the intro, when the guy finds the first Saucer Stone, it's a dino that pops out, and it's really cute. It's a heck of a lot cuter than this thing.
So basically
gosh,
this is their way of retconning it to say that dinos were just a type of Zuum.
Yeah, I don't understand why they did that. Like, I don't know if people thought they were being lazy by just calling it Dino, but I don't know. I really like how they tried to pop up the head and give it the cartoony eyes like the adult dinos did in Monster Rancher 1, and they gave it that scaled back. I wish I could turn to it.
Were dinos in the anime, or was it only Zooms in the anime?
They were both. We actually looked this up earlier in the LP.
Okay, I can remember.
They were both, so... Alrighty, end of dinos.
Oh, well...
Or Zooms.
Yeah.
Whichever.
The end of dinos came a while ago.
End of Zooms!
Okay, until the next video, guys.